This is Jeroen's mother, Marta Royakkers, a nurse working in hospitals across Amsterdam. And she was the most successful nurse in the city, receiving the most praise from her patients and on the topic of helping. This is Jeroen's father, Sigurd Westenberg, a police officer working in the city, but unlike Marta, he was one of the least successful in his job. They both became engaged in '94. After they had regular conversations in Sigurd's hospital visits. They later got married in '96, and then, just 1 year later, it was confirmed that Marta was gonna have her first child.
Oh, shit.
What's the matter, honey?
My water just broke.
Quick, we need to get you to the hospital. Is she gonna be okay?
Yeah, all she needs to do is... Wow, that was fast.
I will name my first baby, Jeroen.
On June 9th, 1998, the Westenberg family had their first child. Surely he will be a very successful kid just like his parents.
I guess you could say, she was briefly demoted to patient. God damn it. Now what?
All this segment will be is just him doing normal shit, cause he was never a prodigy like Todd.
Hey, fair point.
Instead of that, we'll do something different. Here in South Africa, is where we meet this kid, Chart van Rooyen, just by the looks. He seems like a normal kid, but there was one notable thing.
Well, look who we have here.
Can you not do this right now?
This bum out here trying to enjoy sunshine.
Whenever you fall in the ocean, I can't tell if that's your shirt or not.
If I saw the shorts on a table, I would mistake it for an orange and put it in my mouth.
And what's with that hair? You already look 50 as a toddler.
Maybe you won't be as much of a disappointment when you're dead.
Whoa, do you think that's a little too far?
All of that was enough, but death threats is too much.
What's that? I wasn't going hard enough.
This doesn't even faze me anymore.
Looks like those family visits are coming earlier than you thought.
Do you think he's okay?
Hopefully this is a one-time thing.
While Chart had many bullies, this one, Javadu Betrayal, was a special case. Not only would he bully Chart the most, but he was the most rude, and in some cases, personal. And if he's really hating, he'll start beating him for no reason. And all his posse could do was sit back and watch, just in case Javid turns on them too. All this bullying went on for years, with basically the same things happening. Although it got slightly worse each year, even with all the stuff that was said, it most likely didn't go too insane, but that wouldn't last, as in 2004, something snapped in Chart.
My god, that bitch won't give up. Even after years of doing this along with his posse, there's gotta be some way to deal with them. I know exactly what to do. In order to get rid of them, I must get rid of anyone like them.
Seems like all that bullying got through his head, and now he's going racist. Guess I got something new to add to my arsenal. I was probably going to anyway, and should have done it, but still, it's more.
And that was the beginning of Chart's bigotry, all because of Javid. But coincidentally, that same year, a trip was planned.
Mommy, Daddy, where are we going for vacation?
Well, after much consideration, we've decided to go to South Africa.
We know it's different, but you definitely will like it.
Okay then, if you say so.
Little did they all know, this trip would change their lives in a way they could never have imagined.
Who knew that this of all things is the Kickstarter?
You knew. You wrote this for God's.
When are we gonna start checking out the stuff this place has to offer?
Well, we finished unpacking a while ago, so it's your call.
I want to try and meet some new friends, so I at least have some more to do for our time here.
Probably should have had that in mind. But yes, we will take you to the pub.
Just make sure to behave.
Let's go.
You sure we went at the right time?
I mean, it's only noon. Maybe the kids are just leaving.
Come on, guys. There's definitely someone here. Look, I just found one.
Had only one kid here, and no sight of his parents.
Makes you wonder, why is he just there completely alone?
Is it okay if I try to play with him?
Sure, as long as we can see you.
Okay then. What's up?
Asia, this could be a great time to get an ally against those subhumans. Oh, hey kid, the name's Child.
Nice to meet you. My name is Jeroen. Say, why are you here all alone, with no sight of your parents or guardians?
Oh, they just mysteriously disappeared. But that's beside the point. Anyways, I'm gonna need some assistance with something.
What is it?
It's about those beings over there. I've had to put up with their shit for so long, and I need help to put an end to them.
Who are these people?
These aren't people. They are disgusting creatures that plague this world. All they do is cause all the trouble, and nothing more.
You're right. I'll go deal with them before it's too late.
Wait, did that kid just teach Jeroen how to be racist?
How does someone his age even know about this?
Well, whatever it is, we can't let him influence our son like this.
Well, Chart's new minion wants to pick a fight. Is that right?
Yeah, he told me all about you freaks.
Are you trying to be threatening? Because it ain't going well. You see, kid, I'm the guy you really don't wanna come across, as I've put Chart through shit your tiny brain can't comprehend. And if I did the same to you, you would be dead, man.
And what makes you say that?
Boy, you're just some 6-year-old baby from the Netherlands, and you wanna start acting tough after meeting a racist wife. I may also be a child, but I'll have you know, even on my worst day, I can still give you everlasting trauma if I wanted to.
Chart, this guy means business.
I wouldn't be threatened. Jeroen has a habit of lying about everything.
What are you doing to our son?
Oh, you must be his parents.
Yeah, and you teaching our son to hate people all because of looks is outright unacceptable.
So, is this really who you wanna listen to? Someone you just met and has backwards beliefs?
No, I ain't going back.
Wait, what?
That's the spirit. Don't side with these weaklings. Besides, what will they do with you? They'll just make you vulnerable to Jeroen.
Didn't think about that. Anyways, get your useless asses out of here, Martu and Sigurd.
Now, let's see what you're truly capable of.
We've always known you had a crazy side to you, but now, you just proved that you are a sick monster.
Yeah, and I've always been this way. I take pure enjoyment in all the suffering. You all were just pawns, and you know what? I don't need any of you anymore.
I can't believe we actually supported your actions initially.
Yeah, but did you turn someone into a racist, kill said racist's family, and scare off a newcomer? That's what I thought.
To think that I actually wanted to date you, such a disappointment.
Maybe you wouldn't be such disappointments when you're dead.
I would say run away, but knowing him, we'll be dead no matter what.
Good choice regardless. Speaking of murdering.
How could Jeroen do this to us, betraying his own parents in favor of the disgraceful brat?
I'm sorry to say this, honey, but I'm afraid we are gonna have to disown him.
No, please don't disown our baby.
I don't want to disown him either, but it's for our own good. Besides, what if this villain thing ends up getting out of hand?
I guess you're right.
They died shortly after this. Either they killed themselves, or Javed got them.
Makes you wonder, what if the trip got cancelled?
Well, as we go on, you could probably guess what it would change. After Char took Hieronymus in, he wanted to make him a good enough opponent for Javed, so what he wanted to do is make him just like him. Of course, the main thing he passed down was his bigotry, cause, well, it's the reason we're here now.
Wow, 10 out of 10 explanation.
Along with that, he got Hieronymus into the whole training game, making him train as much as possible, while still making sure he doesn't get surpassed.
Hey, like that'll age well.
And once they did enough of all that, it finally came time to make their moves. And even if you didn't see the red backstory first, you can already tell how this is gonna go.
You're doing a very good job, kid.
The two of them continued their rampage for years after this, but then, Hieronymus proposed an idea that would change the game.
Ayo Chart, I need to talk to you about something.
What is it now, Hieronymus?
I was thinking about our main goal, which is taking out Javed, and my main gripe is, how is this gonna be possible with just us two? Who knows what he has up his sleeve?
HMM. Never really thought about that, and yeah, just us doing everything is getting tiring.
I have an idea. How about we recruit members for our own gang?
That's brilliant. After all, if that asswipe tries to challenge us, we'll have backup to jump him.
Alright then, let's get to searching.
Wow, imagine being so obsessed with just killing me, that you recruit a whole posse. The funny thing is, they don't realize that it's still gonna be far from possible to kill me even with all that. It's not like I need a gang or allies of my own. It's pointless to someone like me.
Just one simple idea ended up becoming a whole new era to come.
To think that I'm just barely older than the coalition, just boggles my mind.
You're only just becoming an adult.
I was referring to when it was founded.
You sure that recruiting this nobody will help us?
I mean, this is similar to when we first met.
Oh right, I keep forgetting you were a nobody.
Well, let's see if we can strike gold twice.
What's up?
Who are you guys?
The name's Hieronymus.
And I'm Chart.
Well, it's nice to meet you, I guess. My name's Ezra.
Say, Ezra, we're gonna need you for something.
I'm intrigued. What is it?
You see, we are currently on a mission to take out someone named Javed. And we could use help against him and other creatures like him. Thus, we came to you to be our first member in our coalition. So, you and this bitch or what?
Hell yeah, I'll help you both out.
See, I told you this would go well like last time.
Alright then, you're in. We'll get you set up for this.
I knew that the new Chizits would be pure weaklings, but thinking some random dude on the street is yet another low even I didn't think they'd reach. Another reason why I refused to have a gang, cause I would get people like Ezra will be.
With that, the Benelux coalition has been formed, and of course, they didn't stop with just Ezra. Pretty shortly after that, they recruited their first female members, who they eventually started dating later on. And after those four were recruited, Char gave them the same treatment Hieronymus got, similar makeover, same teachings. You know where this is going, right?
Not the plan, but okay.
See, this was a great idea after all.
We completed the orders you assigned us.
Amazing work. Javid will definitely regret picking a fight with us now.
Still not entirely sure what you're talking about, but yes, we're practically unstoppable.
With the success of the 4 new members, they continued to find more to increase their dominance, starting off with 2 new ones, and the recruits were mostly successful as always. Keyword, mostly.
If this video lasts longer than 1 week, I'm gonna be stunned.
Is it just me, or does this dude not seem like a normal guy like the others?
Now that you mention it, he does give off the vibe of someone who's been at this for a while.
Do you think we should be cautious because of that, or maybe abandon this?
Oh please, we're 7-0 with our recruits, this should be no different.
Well then, here's hoping this becomes our 8th.
First off, who the hell are you? And second off, what are you doing trespassing in my area?
Well, we are currently on the hunt for more members for our coalition, and unlike the other ones, you look like the guy who's been at this whole villain game for the longest.
Well, you're actually right about that.
And we could really use someone who actually knows what they're doing for this, so we don't deal with too many slip-ups.
You know, I'm interested in this whole thing, I just need to know where you guys are from.
The fuck is he asking this for?
Beats me. Anyways, I'm from South Africa.
And I'm from the Netherlands.
And with that, my interest plummeted below sea level.
Hold up, what?
You see, my mission is to get rid of any people opposing superior beings like myself, and you just so happen to be one of them.
I had low expectations for how this was gonna go, but oh damn, I didn't expect this.
This might be an uphill battle for us.
Hold up, I think I can do something about this.
And what are you gonna do, huh?
You see, our gang is made to protect ourselves from an even worse force than anything you claim to deal with, which is a bunch of alien-like beings roaming around. Are you really gonna make yourself vulnerable all because of your Nazi views?
Maybe I'll change my mind. I wanna hear more.
Wow, that took way less effort than I thought it would.
Oh, and if you're wondering, my name is Heiko.
Alright Heiko, you're in.
How the hell do you go from hating our guts to supporting us with one speech?
I don't know either, but I would still be skeptical, especially because he hated Hieronymus all because of where he's from.
Got to love the hypocrisy.
Okay, even I'll admit, this was something I didn't expect. Someone not willing to join, and them making him with just a little talk. Makes me wonder, if that didn't work, maybe I could sworn in and got him as an ally. I know I'm normally opposed to recruiting allies, but I get the feeling a divide is starting between Chart and Hieronymus, so I gotta have something prepared just in case. Anywho, time to kill another bloodliner.
Oh right. Javed kills the family of anyone who joins the coalition.
Why the fuck?
Probably just him being a top-tier hater.
Brother, why would you let those Dutchies get through to you, and so easily at that? The brother I knew wouldn't think of such a thing. That gives me an idea for getting him back. Just gotta wait for the perfect moment.
After that encounter happened, it seemed to have caused a streak of somewhat bad luck for the coalition. They then went to get Heiko's Uter girlfriend, and that was dandy and all. But the 3 ones after were not so smooth. They tried to get a dude from France to join, but even with all the attempts, Heiko wasn't gonna let that slide.
Can someone tell this guy it's not the 40s anymore? Wait a minute, is that fucking...
We get there when we get there. Then they got 2 people from Belgium, and while it worked, it led to, mixed results.
Oh, the great heavens!
Yeah, this is far from the only occurrence, and another thing that started to destabilize the coalition was the similarities between Chart and Hieronymus starting to diverge. Hieronymus started to surpass Chart in certain stats, but there are still some more crucial ones that Chart has over him, so he still got the overall power even today. Another thing, which will be relevant as we go on, is that Hieronymus's crimes got worse and more ruthless than Chart, and people recognized him more than his own mentor. But the last one is by far the strangest. Hieronymus started to target people you would not expect. Let's say, if Rocco pissed off Chart, he would be spared a lot of trouble, but Hieronymus would be nowhere near as forgiving.
So, he's more hostile to brown hair and brown eyes?
Yeah, and it most likely came from Heiko's Nazi thing rubbing off on him, even though they tried to suppress it. But even those weren't the only different things he had. Here in this Ecuadorian school, we meet this kid, Javier Mijan Goes, although he goes by his middle name, Zayron. He was known as the one bully no one wanted to even be around, mainly due to his impressive strength. If anyone tried to test him, we would either put them in a locker, or put them in a hospital. All of this made him feared around his school, kind of like Alexandros and Beyondopolis now, but that would all change after an unexpected visitor. And by unexpected, I mean the students didn't expect.
Oh shit, the white guy! Who the fuck is...
You better be glad that I'm not in much of a killing mood today. Alright men, let's keep moving.
Yep, after a massive beatdown that almost led to his death, Zayron became a laughingstock. No one took him even remotely seriously after that whole shit show, from the bullier, to the bullied, if you will, and he was even disowned from his family, who may or may not have been the reason he became a jerk in the first place. But one man was able to reverse this whole downward spiral, for better, or for, well...
From what I've been observing, this should be where this new kid is. You look like you need some help.
Who are you?
My name is Jack, and I'm here to offer you something.
Is this a trap, where you keep mocking me like everyone else I know?
No, I actually want to give you some protection against one of my rivals.
Well, I could use a lot of protection given what I've been through. I wanna hear more.
Well, I was watching your encounter with Hieronymus, and it was impressive how you survived against him, which never happens with his victims.
Sounds like you knew this guy for a while. Is he the rival you mentioned?
Technically, my main rival is one of his allies, but their whole friendship has shown plenty of cracks. I'll explain what that all is later.
Well, if I want to get my revenge on him, I'm gonna need a lot of assistance. Because, well, I almost died on the first try.
Alright then, we'll get you set up for that occasion.
To prepare Zayron for the inevitable, Javed gave him just about everything he will need for it. Giving him whole history lessons on the coalition, training him more than Chard trained Hieronymus, and of course, the crime spree, although that's the only things we know. And surprisingly, it took less than a year for Zay to finally get the rematch with Hieronymus.
Wait a minute, how old are these guys again?
Zayron was 14, and Javed was 22. Javed is his mentor. No freaky business here, hopefully.
Just being cautious cause, it's Javed. Remember the last time he had friends.
Anyways.
Well, haven't seen you in a while, Javed.
So this is the guy you told us all about.
Yep, you're looking at him right here. Anyways, what do you want from us now?
Oh, it's not about what I want this time, it's about what he wants.
Oh, who's this little fella you got there?
You already forgot, didn't you?
I don't know whose ass you're getting this from, but we don't remember you in the slightest.
So you don't remember when you beat me senseless for no reason?
Oh, right, now it's coming back, but it actually was for a reason, look at you.
So my assumption that you were being racist was correct after all.
Still kind of bewildered that you didn't die when you should've.
Now that we got all that out of the way, what are you actually here for?
Well, since you want the full story, after you nearly ended my life, everyone I've ever known were clowning me non-stop, and these people have used to fear me. Plus, I was disowned because of my weakness in the fight. I was contemplating suicide because of you, until of course, Jar came along.
Yep, and I trained him as much as possible to get him close to your level.
And with all the assistance I have, I want to put it to good use. In other words, I want a rematch. Did I stutter?
You think all of that would be enough to put a dent on me?
He typically underestimates me, so his ass has no idea what he's about to witness.
Who knows, maybe I'll actually kill you this time.
Well then, time for round 2.
Let me hit you just one time. Stop it.
He's able to do this to a trained fighter.
I'll admit, you got me good, but best believe, the third round won't go anywhere near as well for you.
I highly doubt that with the way I'm going. Your time's gonna run out soon enough. Come on, Jar, let's keep doing our thing.
You gotta start working on your training, cause that is likely the reason you lost.
Probably should have considered that way before this.
Naturally, after a spectacular loss, the coalition started ramping things up in hope of remaining on top. They got 6 new members into the coalition, and unlike the other ones, it went as smoothly as it normally would, and just like Chart requested, amplifying his training tenfold. But even those weren't the most significant events to happen to the gang during this time. After already being eclipsed in overall notoriety, and seeing him as mostly worthy enough, Chart crowned Hieronymus as the new coalition leader, a decision he probably regrets now. Not too much is known about the changes he made, but the main one is that he slightly shifted the focus to the crime committing, and overall being a fuck it weeball kind of guy.
Wait, so you're telling me, after getting beaten badly by a new enemy, he doesn't choose to make him or Javed the primary focus?
He's more obsessed with rankings than all that. Oh, and this is also where Hieronymus became a little bit, freaky. And what I mean is, I'll let the pictures explain.
Young ladies, I like them underage. See, some say that's statutory, but I say it's mandatory.
Yeah, pretty self-explanatory.
So, what is the exact reason why we're going to this Viandopolis place?
First off, it's mostly lawless, as the police don't know what they're doing half the time, and second, it has a criminal hierarchy system, which is perfect for us.
Should have seen that second reason coming a kilometer away.
But how easy will it be for us to become number 1 over there?
Shouldn't be hard, given that the former number 1, Derek Watson, has been arrested not too long ago.
All I care about is Jeroen and Javed possibly following us here.
Oh please, given how far away and unknown this place is, they probably think we're missing.
My God, they follow us literally everywhere we go. They could be right behind us right now.
How would we even know that anyway?
Look, I think we reached our destination.
It's about fucking time. So, this is Viandopolis, the crime capital of the world. Time to make this city our own, and who knows, probably make this our permanent residence.
Wait for us.
That Sultana really thought we didn't know where this place was, when it's been blowing up these past few years.
And he really thinks there's no one who can challenge him at the top here, when we're still around, and could easily snatch the number 1 for ourselves.
Funniest speech of all time.
After their arrival, the coalition almost immediately became the most dangerous criminals in the city, with expected responses from the public. The ones who either feared, pretended not to, underestimated, or even supported them. But there was one man who had the balls to oppose them.
It should have been me, the last remnant of the Derek clan, not that fraud. Don't worry, Derek, I'll fix this blunder.
And somehow, Roderick wasn't the only rival Hieronymus gained in Viandopolis.
So, these are the guys that you want to shoot down?
Not necessarily both of them, mainly the one with the blue glasses.
Not that surprising coming from you. I'm more interested in targeting his friend over there.
Not that surprising coming from you.
Whatever, just get the gun ready.
How's it been going these past few days?
Been pretty good. Finally got all my chores and schoolwork done after forgetting to do them, which is why I haven't been that active.
That's real.
Which one would you prefer me to shoot?
Doesn't really matter to me, as long as it goes well.
Just gotta flip a coin. Alright then, here goes nothing.
Oh boo-hoo, you lost your best friend, too bad, so sad, and don't even think about moving a fucking muscle, cause if you do, you'll be dragged down with him.
Good job, Ado. Now, let's leave before we get spotted.
Okay then.
They randomly popped up, then murdered him with no warning.
We're very sorry for your loss, B.
And we can only hope the coalition get taken down sooner rather than later.
And on that note, I want to be the one to do just that.
Wait, are you sure about this?
You'll most likely die trying.
If anyone's gonna do it, it'll be me. And plus, they could do worse to me or us at any moment.
I mean, if Tucker was able to beat Derek, you could have shot him putting Hieronymus down.
That's also what I was getting at. Anyways, I'll start slowly preparing for that possible fight.
Do you ever sit down and think, why do people always target us?
Yeah, not complaining about less rivals, but people like Ezra and Hiko are right there.
Well, in that case, I can fix that.
Looks like I spoke it into existence. In who? Which member are you going up against?
I'm after Heiko, but for a different reason than you might expect. I'm actually his brother. Oh, and the name's Tanip, if you care about that sort of thing.
Now, is there any proof that you're his brother?
Well, since we didn't grow up together, I don't have to.
So you manage yourself out as a liar.
First off, you didn't let me finish. And second, I did take a DNA test, and it came out that we are, in fact, related.
If there isn't any physical proof, we don't care.
Anyways, what brings you here besides all that?
Well, I came here to hopefully fix the damage you've done to my brother. He was never meant to join you peasants. His destiny was with me, all by himself.
Are we going back that far for a reason?
You literally dragged him in against his will.
He said yes after we convinced him hard enough.
Seemed more like manipulation to me.
Being this obsessed with someone who doesn't even know you exist is insane.
I'm getting tired of arguing with a brick wall. We'll go back to people we want to be around. In other words, our gang.
Seems like the road to retrieving brother won't be anywhere close to easy. I must think outside the box for this. I know, since the coalition intimidated brother, I figure I'd do the same by creating my own gang, the Reichsmen. Just got to find some people that are willing to join. Might need to go back to Europe for that.
Oh boss, I need to ask you something.
What do you need, Jeroen?
Well, as I was looking at a portrait of Jeroen, I noticed something familiar, like I've seen him before. And since you know everything about us, can you verify this?
Why yes, you have encountered him before back in 2014, in an effort to recruit you to the coalition, until his German friend interrupted.
Yet, exactly how I remember. Anyways, with this connection in mind, I want to ambush the man himself.
Are you 100% sure you'll follow the guidelines?
Yes, boss.
Alright then, you can head out.
Is it okay if join in, cause, well, you might be able to tell.
Again, as long as you follow the guidelines, I might.
Gotcha.
Another day, another person Trina stand in my way. Anyways, who are you and why are you here?
Oh, you may recognize me from several years ago.
Hey, you look a little familiar, but you're probably lying like that tank guy was.
Hey, you're probably right.
Now that you answered the first question, give me the answer for the second one.
Well, let's pretend I am that French guy you encountered. I have ended up in better straits than if I joined you.
I highly doubt that. After all, you'll miss out on being the most dangerous.
Seems like the Endopolis has no problem enabling incompetent leaders. You and Shart have never made training a priority, which is gonna leave you very vulnerable in the long run.
You should all know by now that this is more about crime than about power. It's called most dangerous, you know. Anyways, are we done here?
Pretty much.
Not quite.
And who are you supposed to be?
They call me Big Black.
Big Black what?
Son of a bitch! Fucking no! What was that word you were gonna say?
Nickelodeon.
That's what I thought. If only the boss allowed us to use our best material against him, we would have sent his ass packing and likely bleeding.
Turns out, when you're the most dangerous criminal, it attracts a lot of people trying to take that title away. Who would have thought?
I'm just wondering how Derek avoided a lot of the same shit.
Weren't you the one who wrote the Tucker series?
That was before every character in this video were even
Alright men, I've gathered you all here to introduce a new idea I have in mind.
Well, since you're normally really good with these ideas, we're interested.
I was thinking about what we can do to flex our dominance, and I found the perfect way to execute this.
Alright, cut the bullshit and tell.
So, my plan is, we pick some random group, could be good, mid, or bad, and give them a reason to fear us, or in simple terms, attack them.
I mean, there are people that think they can somehow take us on, which is blasphemous, so yeah, we can get behind this.
Everyone agree with this?
Hell yeah.
Alright then, let's get started with our first target.
But who is our first target gonna be?
I'll go out and find the closest victim to us. Oh, and if you're wondering, you'll be able to choose next time. Anyways, I'll go and find said target.
About time. Hieronymus finally got his head out of his ass and decided to be a great leader again.
You're damn sure right, Levin. Now, with everyone in Viandopolis being vulnerable to us attacking at any moment, there is no way we can be challenged now.
And that was the story of the current most dangerous criminal in Viandopolis, all the way until his main series started.
Still blows my mind that this all started cause of a vacation.
Didn't you write this entire script and have me read it?
Damn, got my ass. Now, if you excuse me, I got a family to return to.